Hi, Abby, and thanks so much for the opportunity to prepare you this video. So I'm going to walk through the three things Google looks for when they're ranking a website. I see that you guys don't actually have a website at this time. So I will also show you the potential customer base that you can bring in with a website and how your investment can work for you. So I did bring up your Facebook page here, and the link that you have here doesn't work. So there's no website. But let's take a look at how I go about building a website and getting you ranking at the top so that you can bring in a large customer base. So the first thing I do is come into Google and put in a keyword term called plumbing Fresno, California. And a keyword is essentially any term that a potential customer might put in to Google when they're looking for services. Now, considering you guys offer plumbing in Fresno, you should be ranking at the top here for this keyword. And there will be several keywords relevant to your business, depending on the services you provide and the locations that you provide them in. So at the top, we find the companies that are running Google Ads. And this is a quick way to bring customers in short term, but it can get very expensive. And so what you want to do is you want to get your website ranking at the top, and I'll show you why. So beneath the ads are what we call the Google Map Pack. This is the very first place you want your website ranking because they'll pull about 30 to 40% of the online traffic. And the way you get ranking here is by setting up a Google My Business account, which is essentially just a Google listing. And they like to see it optimized with a few photos. Usually we take the same photos that are on your website. You want to have more photos than the competition. So I would pull these three here and see how many photos they have on their Google My Business. And then you want to put a small about us, 500 characters or more. Your reviews will start posting there, and that will get you ranking higher. The second thing that the Google My Business account requires to rank here is what we call citations. So I would typically run these three through a paid program that I use to see how many citations they have and go out and get you guys about 100 more than the competition to make sure that you beat them out and bump them out of this spot. And a citation is essentially an online directory listing. So Google wants to see your name listed across the net on various websites that are related to plumbing or any services that you provide. And by online directory listing, I mean things like local Yahoo, local Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, Chamber of Commerce, things of that nature. If you have a Yelp account, if you're on Home Builders, House, Angie's List, any of those. So beneath the Google Map Pack is what we call the organic listings. This is the second place you want your website list ranking because they will pull in the other 60% of the online traffic. So I'm going to pull the top one here, Fresno Plumbing, and we're going to take a look at their website and see how they're doing. So the first thing Google looks for when they're looking at a website to rank organically is what we call content. They want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage, and within that content, several of these keyword search terms, so that when they're crawling your website, they know how to rank you because they know what what services you're offering, etc. So images count as content. Google loves images. They love verbiage, but they need something to crawl. So these guys don't look like they actually are at that minimum of 1,500 to 2,000, so they'd be pretty easy to beat out there content-wise. The second thing Google looks for when they're ranking a website is what we call backlinks. And I use this program called Ahrefs to see sort of how many backlinks websites have, as well as how many keywords. So I put their website in here. And as you can see, they have 249 backlinks. Again, a super beatable number. And those backlinks are coming from 49 referring domains. And a backlink is essentially a link back to your website. It can be from a past project, from a supplier's page, your social media posts, blog posts, guest reviews. The important thing is that where the backlinks are coming from, these referring domains are from quality, trusted sources. So some have way more authority than others. And as you can see, there's a breakdown down here. They're only sitting at a 39% quality. So again, super beatable. This number one spot is kind of prime for the taking. Here we see that they have 249 organic keywords within their content. The great thing about this program is I can click here on this number, see what keywords they're ranking for, take those and implement them into the content on your website. So as you can see, they're in the number one position for Fresno Plumbing, and that gets a search volume of 200 per month. Plumbing Fresno gets a search volume of 50 per month, and they're also in the #1 position. Fresno CA Plumbing has a search volume of 70 per month. Again, they're in the #2 position. So you see how you have to have these keywords included in your content as many times as you can so that Google knows how to rank you. So just by having a website with these backlinks and keywords and ranking at the top organically, they're bringing in 166 potential customers every month just via their website. Depending on your conversion rate, that can be several projects every month. And this is how these websites essentially pay for themselves. So thanks again for the opportunity to prepare you this video. I would love some feedback if you have just a minute. And if you're interested in implementing any of these methods or just strategizing, please feel free to reach out. Thanks so much.